we were rocking. I mean, records were selling, people were consuming music at great levels. The CD was allowing record companies to resell old records. It was a good time. And then Napster came out, and I think there was two levels of the business. There was the ones that were the big guys up top that were going to ride it out, that didn't really care. There was this new generation going, I'm never going to buy a record again. And there were us in the middle going, I wonder how real this thing is, And what keyed me is I made a very strategic move in my career in 2002 by leaving the record company at RCA Records and switching to management. And I've said this in the past, that it made me realize that I was in the record business, but I needed to get into the music business. And that's why I left the label to management. The other reason why I left is that I saw these records that were really good records, albums like Before These Crowded Streets and Every Day by the Dave Matthews Band and One by One by the Foo Fighters. They were great records selling less than their predecessors, but yet we were getting more airplay, more exposure. And I was sitting there going, what's wrong? The quality of the record isn't different, but the Napster, people weren't buying as many records. And I saw that math not add up. All these people working at record companies, all these people traveling around the world, blah, blah, blah. I thought, if the sales are shrinking, something's going to have to give. So I thought, why don't I take a chance and get out before somebody knocks on the office door and says it's time for you to leave. Sure. And that's when I joined Corin Capshaw and Dave Matthews at Red Light Management. A lot of studios like this and a lot of environments like this are only afforded the big rock stars, the ones that can afford it. This allows the mid-level artist to be able to come down and just take a breath. And in between the notes is where you get the best music. That's the one thing that Napster, I think, has taught all of us, and the internet. The audience was always looking for quality. We just never gave it to them. They got 40 songs played over and over again on their radio station. That was it. Now they can explore, they can investigate, they can follow, they can talk to each other. They can go and find a band that nobody else knows and decide, oh my gosh, I've discovered this and I'm going to share it. As opposed to, here's another song getting rammed down your throat, which in my opinion has helped raise the bar of the business. My job as an A&R guy now, I have to make better records than ever before. I have to have my artists make better records than ever before. And my artists say, why are you busting my balls so much on the record? Nobody's going to buy it. And I'm like, yeah, but everybody can hear it. They don't have to pay for it anymore, but they're all going to listen to it. And if you can't get them with the music, you're sure the hell's not going to get them to come to the show. So that it's really made everybody kind of elevate their game because the audience is listening and they're telling you, not into it. You ever read reviews on iTunes when a record comes out? Whew, those can be scathing, my friend. It's because I can go right now and I can say what I think. Now, whether people believe me or not is one, but at least it's out there. So it's a lot of pressure. You have to spend time with the craft of making music. Once again, a reason why El Ganzo, a studio like this, is so important because the money isn't there to make big budget records anymore. Everybody's getting, I'm sending artists in to be more fabulous and more creative with less money and less time. So you need time, to pre-production, right? You need time to demo. You need time to make mistakes that isn't on the big clock. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just go in and go, I've got 10 songs, I'm ready. Yeah, but are they great?